The clergy life can be a very lonely one. As part of a clergy family, we are around people all the time, but it's hard to connect with people because we are set apart in some ways. And this ministry has allowed for us as clergy families to find connection with other clergy families in a way where we can find community in a safe place and grow spiritually together. My husband is on call all the time. People need him for everything from visiting the sick, baptizing their children. He counsels people through divorces. He is a part of milestone events in people's lives constantly. And that can be very challenging for our family because he is often not available to us.
Being a priest's wife is a very big blessing from God. There are many, many things about it that are so beautiful. Of course, it also is it's a cross. There are a lot of expectations as a priest's wife that people will put on you, and sometimes it's not even things that they will outright say to you. It's just kind of more that you learn about them as with comments that people make. They're positive comments, but when they come out, I'm like, okay, so people are watching this and they're watching that, and what time I arrived in church and things like that. And it's hard to find a balance. You want to find a family balance. You want to kind of have a level of privacy for your family. So it's just kind of part of the life.
The beauty of thriving in ministry is because they're in a trusting, cohesive group, they can have some vulnerability and they can share some things that they really aren't comfortable sharing in other environments. And so by coming together in this trusting, loving way, they experienced growth.
Realizing that so many of the things that I thought were just things that I struggled with were very commonplace. And so it's incredibly empowering just to say, yeah, me too, I feel that way too. How can we move on and how can we help each other? What has worked for you?
This ministry, I think, entered my life at the time where I really needed it, and I actually didn't realize how much I needed it until I joined it. I always come back with just a wealth of new information and just ideas of kind of what to think about in the coming months.
I am profoundly grateful to the Hellenic Foundation for recognizing and supporting clergy in multiple ways, right? So Thriving in Ministry reaches clergy and their wives at the level of education and support around living out the faith within the parish. Peace of Mind is a fabulous program offered by the Assembly of Bishops Mental Health Ministries that teaches clergy how to identify mental health crises and where to refer those individuals who need mental health support. Now, they don't get a class on that in seminary.
Peace of Mind is a part of our mental health ministries. We've teamed up with the National Council for Mental Wellbeing, and what we've done is we've taken mental health first aid and we've combined it with our own proprietary Orthodox bridging. And so what we do is we contextualize this scientifically based, proven system that's done in 25 different countries around the world or more, and we've made it available and accessible to Orthodox Christians in understanding mental health within the context of the faith. That program just gives you the CPR level training for how to deal with people who are going through a mental health challenge or crisis, and how to help stabilize that situation and help them get the help that they need.
We have such a mental health crisis in our country, and it's essential for us to be able to recognize and deal with situations that arise in our parishes, in our families, in our neighborhoods.
Priests play so many different roles, right? They're spiritual guides, they give us the sacraments, but a lot of times they're also having to play the role of a counselor, even though they may not be trained in mental health techniques. People come to them to confide in them, to get guidance and support. And so if we can give them any types of tools to engage in their own self-care, to feel more confident so that they feel equipped to help and support in all of those ways that they may need and situations that they might find themselves in when they're working with their parishioners. We're teaching them how to approach in an appropriate way to make a comfortable environment for someone. These topics can be really difficult to talk about. We're teaching them listening non-judgmentally, using those skills to make sure that they're not talking in a way that will be unhelpful or that they're not shutting down a conversation, because it can be so delicate and difficult to create an environment where someone feels comfortable opening up.
The Hellenic Foundation has allowed us to roll out Peace of Mind in the Chicagoland area on a scale that we haven't been able to in any other city around the country. We've been able to subsidize those programs and get many of the clergy, and by the time we're done, hopefully all of the clergy in the Chicagoland area trained, and hopefully some of the lay leaders in the area trained.
The beauty of both of these programs, Peace of Mind and Thriving in Ministry, is recognizing that clergy and their wives want to do a really great job, and sometimes they need additional skills, and they also need a place to talk about the challenges with their peers.